Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. Before I'm going to jump in all this, I just want to mention, please go to wickedstocks.com, take advantage of our 5-day free trial that we offer in everything that we produce. You'll see everything, including our 2 stock picks that we put out every week. We're putting one out today, Tuesday. Thursday we will. Last week, Palantir, Eli Lilly. Previous week, Alibaba, Futu Holdings, etc. I could go through a long list. So we do, about 100 a year. And we're always looking for 20% moves on those underlying stock picks. We also do daily Triple Q, daily SPY analysis, weekly Apple stock, weekly S&P 500, weekly NASDAQ 100, et cetera, et cetera. So check out wickedstocks.com. So here we have it. Tesla, weekly bar chart, going back 5 years or more. A couple of weeks ago, we settled back below the 345.53 2-year channel top that after having settled above it several months earlier, we were anticipating the 507.99 5-year channel top. We came pretty close to reaching that, but we didn't. We cascaded back, closed 2 weeks ago below 340.80, which set up 253.88 as our next 3 to 5 week target. We could actually see that this week. In fact, this, if we were to test it this week, would satisfy the symmetry of a church steeple rally, as I call them. Hyperbolic move to the upside and to the downside. 253.88 remains a March objective for the month below 340.80. 253.88, 2-year channel bottom, able to contain selling through March and even through the second quarter. And from here, we can round back up into the low to mid 340s within several weeks and onward and upward, perhaps all the way back into the low 500 region by the end of the year. We'll be covering that on a day-to-day basis, of course, for technical clarity. Right now, preceding 253.88, as you are probably well aware, is a descending daily channel bottom today at 275.13. This goes back to the December high, so it's about 3 months in the making. 275.13 still able to contain weekly selling pressures, and above which still anticipating the possibility of the low to mid 340s. Now I say the possibility because all the while we are ultimately expecting 253.88, this long-term channel bottom, as a 2 to 3, 3 to 5 week objective. The question is whether we're going to rally back up into the low to mid 340s on the way up, and we can. Holding above 275.13, if you've been buying this channel bottom, you can hold out for the low to mid 340s. In fact, you might even hold out for the channel top. 275.13 has its own channel top at 365.04. And what I like about this chart is that the low to mid 340s, they're not changing a lot in the weeks ahead, but 365.04 is dropping at a pretty good pace. By the end of next week, it actually roughly converges with the 340s. And so, yes, over the next week or two, we can test, I'm just going to call it the channel top, where we could top out on a weekly, possibly monthly basis and fall away again. It would be a settlement, by the way, over the next few weeks above 365.04 and dropping daily. That would indicate a good low through the second quarter. I would then expect to see recovery over the following, I'm going to call this a 2 to 3 month move back up to 507.09, that 5-year channel top able to contain annual buying pressures. But we're nowhere near that right now. In fact, I'm going to take us back to this chart that if we were to, break or open today below 275.13, and it is certainly possible, 263.68 is then likely within the day. We can bottom out here on an intraday basis, and if we happen to rebound and close the day back above 275.13, that will keep selling pressures at bay and sort of disallow a test this week of 253.88. But if we break 275.13 and test 263.68 and then settle the day itself below 275.13, then we are anticipating probably tomorrow a test of the 253.88 longer-term channel bottom, where we can, once again, place a good low through March and even through the second quarter, and from here round up. Now, as I've been saying, if we were to close this week, Friday, below 253.88, and it is certainly possible that we could do so with recent volatility, then we're expecting a continued unwinding all the way back into the 150s. 153.14 to 159.24 would be considered a realistic 2 to 3 month, possibly 3 to 5 week downside objective if we were to close the week Friday below 253.88. Let's take a look at the upside today. There is still this trend line off the lows from, I think this is early January and again early February. 299.29 can contain intraday buying pressures. You can buy 275.13 and allow 299.29 intraday where profits can be taken. After having tested 275.13 so much over the last several trading days, Thursday, Friday, Monday, and then closing above 299.29, if you've been reluctant to buy 275.13 on weakness and we close above 299.29, I think you can jump on board, so to speak, then go long to 325.10 within 1 to 2 days, and by the end of next week or sooner, the 340.80 to 345.53 area. By the end of next week, once again, just a reminder that this 365.04 channel top will converge with the 340s anyway, making this a very important area of resistance, able to contain buying through the rest of March, and from here we can fall back again, or if settled above, would indicate a good low through the second quarter, expecting continued gains as we move through the second quarter. Once again, downside, if we happen to break or open below 275.13, expect 263.68. We could bounce here on an intraday basis, but if we break 263.68, today should be the day that we test 253.88, where we could bottom out through the second quarter, as I say, and round back up into the 340s and higher as we continue into later year. And yes, if we close the week below 253.88, there is no good reason to own Tesla as we move into later Q2. Within several months or less, I would expect the 153.14 to 159.24 area. This 153.14 to 159.24 area well suited to contain annual selling pressures. This actually could be a decade-long low. It is such a classic long-term channel support. We can round up from here in the months and even the several years following such a test. Is there anything else to say beyond what I already have? And I don't think so. Please click like, share, subscribe, check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 5-day free trial. You'll get daily Triple Q, daily SPY, 2 stock picks a week, etc., etc. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Wednesday's Tesla. You have a great day.